Hi everyone, welcome back to the Investing Iguana, where I share with you tips and tricks on how to grow your money like a pro. I'm Iggy, your friendly neighborhood reptile, and today we're going to talk about how to build a 3 to 6 month emergency fund in 30 days. Now, you might be wondering, what is an emergency fund and why do I need one? Well, an emergency fund is a stash of money that you set aside for unexpected expenses or situations that might affect your income or financial stability. For example, if you lose your job, get sick or injured, have a car breakdown, or need to repair your home, you can use your emergency fund to cover those costs without going into debt or dipping into your savings. An emergency fund is essential for anyone who wants to achieve financial security and peace of mind. It can help you avoid stress, anxiety, and panic when life throws you a curveball. It can also prevent you from making bad financial decisions, such as using high-interest credit cards, taking out payday loans, or selling your assets at a loss. So how much should you have in your emergency fund? Well, that depends on your personal situation and preferences, but a general rule of thumb is to have enough money to cover 3 to 6 months of your essential living expenses. This includes things like rent or mortgage, utilities, food, transportation, insurance, debt payments, and any other bills that you have to pay every month. To calculate how much you need for your emergency fund, simply add up all your monthly expenses and multiply that by the number of months you want to cover. For example, if your monthly expenses are $2,000 and you want to have a 6-month emergency fund, you would need $12,000 in total. Now, I know what you're thinking. That sounds like a lot of money. How am I supposed to save that much in 30 days? Well, don't worry. I'm here to show you some simple steps that you can take to build your emergency fund fast and easy. Let's get started. Step 1. Set a realistic goal and track your progress. The first thing you need to do is to set a realistic goal for how much you want to save in 30 days. This will depend on how much you already have saved, how much you can afford to save each month, and how urgent your need for an emergency fund is. For example, if you already have $5,000 saved and you want to reach $12,000 in 30 days, you would need to save $7,000 more. That means saving about $233 per day or $1,633 per week. That might be feasible if you have a high income and low expenses, but it might be too ambitious if you have a low income and high expenses. So be honest with yourself and set a goal that is challenging but achievable. You don't want to set yourself up for failure or frustration by aiming too high or too low. A good way to find your sweet spot is to use the SMART criteria: specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound. For example, instead of saying, "I want to save more money," say, "I want to save $7,000 in 30 days for my emergency fund." This way, you have a clear target that you can track and measure along the way. To help you track your progress, I recommend using a spreadsheet or an app that can show you how much you have saved and how much more you need to save each day or week. You can also use visual aids such as charts or graphs to motivate yourself and see how far you've come. Step 2. Cut down on unnecessary expenses and increase your income. The next thing you need to do is to find ways to reduce your spending and increase your income. This will help you free up more cash that you can put towards your emergency fund. To cut down on unnecessary expenses, start by reviewing your budget and identifying areas where you can save money. For example, you can A. Cancel or downgrade any subscriptions or memberships that you don't use or need. C. Switch to cheaper alternatives for things like cable TV, internet service, phone plan, insurance policy, etc. C. Negotiate lower rates or fees with your service providers or creditors. D. Use coupons, discounts, cashback apps, or loyalty programs when shopping. E. Cook at home instead of eating out or ordering delivery. F. Make your own coffee instead of buying it from Starbucks. G. Use public transportation or carpool instead of driving or taking a taxi. H. Shop around for the best deals on groceries, gasoline, clothing, etc. And I. Sell or donate any items that you don't use or need anymore. To increase your income, you can A. Ask for a raise or a bonus at work. B. Work overtime or take on extra shifts or projects. C. Start a side hustle or freelance gig that you can do in your spare time. D. Sell your skills or services online or offline. E. Rent out a spare room or a parking space. And F. Participate in surveys, focus groups, or product testing. The key is to be creative and resourceful and find ways to make more money or save more money without compromising your quality of life. You don't have to deprive yourself of everything you enjoy, but you do have to prioritize your needs over your wants and make some sacrifices for the short term. Step 3. Automate your savings and transfer them to a separate account. The final step is to automate your savings and transfer them to a separate account. This will help you save money without thinking about it and prevent you from spending it on something else. To automate your savings, you can 1. Set up a direct deposit or a payroll deduction that automatically transfers a portion of your income to your savings account every time you get paid. 2. Use an app or a tool that automatically rounds up your purchases to the nearest dollar and saves the difference. 3. Use an app or a tool that automatically analyzes your spending patterns and transfers a small amount of money to your savings account every few days. 4. Use an app or a tool that automatically challenges you to save more money based on your goals and preferences. To transfer your savings to a separate account, you can open a high-yield savings account that pays you interest and has no fees or minimum balance requirements. Open a money market account that pays you interest and allows you to access your money easily. Open a certificate of deposit, CD, that pays you interest and locks in your money for a fixed period of time. Open an online-only bank account that offers better rates and features than traditional banks. The key is to choose an account that suits your needs and preferences and keeps your money safe and accessible. You don't want to put your money in an account that charges you fees, limits your withdrawals, or exposes you to risks. You also don't want to put your money in an account that is too easy to access, as you might be tempted to use it for something else. By automating your savings and transferring them to a separate account, you can build your emergency fund faster and easier. You can also avoid the hassle of manually saving money and the temptation of spending it. And there you have it. 3 simple steps that you can take to build a 3 to 6 month emergency fund in 30 days. I hope you found this video helpful and informative. If you did, please give it a thumbs up, share it with your friends, and subscribe to my channel for more videos like this. And don't forget to hit the bell icon so you never miss an update from me. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Until then, keep growing your money like an iguana. Peace out.